Morning, 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 morning. I think we got the police. He's singing to his girlfriend, Sting was, talking about don't put that dress and the red light on. You don't have to work tonight, baby. Hey, you know what? This is a GMO Tuesday promo and kind of a late weekend wrap, ladies and gentlemen. But before I get into weekend wrap, let's talk a little bit. We have a water advisory. Arrowhead water. Somebody heated the water up and it turned to plastic, a gelatin substance. I've got a video. I'm working on getting it pushed out through YouTube, on Twitter. I believe it's circulating on Facebook right now. So check it out. Water advisory. We got Nestle's got plastic chunks in the water. We got Arrowhead's water turning to a gelatin plastic type substance in a pan. What are they doing to the water, ladies and gentlemen? What are they doing to the water? Coming up on Preservation Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about dischargeable and non-dischargeable debt via the bankruptcy court. Section 523A, subsection 4 of the U.S. Bankruptcy Code. We're going to discuss that a little bit. I'll give you a sneak peek. Someone who commits fraud while acting in a fiduciary capacity, embezzlement or larceny, cannot discharge that obligation. Again, we'll get the names of all the attorneys handling the bankruptcy for the thief, Sherry Knott and Jack Jaffa. It's not dischargeable. They stole your money. They stole it. They cheated you. They defrauded you. We're going to talk about that on Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. The big news. The big news. Let me pull it up. Oh, goodness. Where'd it go? MFS, ladies and gentlemen, has purchased SecureView. Talk about a sleight of hand. Okay, quick history lesson for the newbies in the industry. For those of you whom do not know who MFS is. MFS was a brother of Robert Klein. He started the supply company to supply the industry. Again, keep this in mind. We had 5 brothers this past week forcing the same insurance companies on you that Safeguard does. Safeguard just bought them. Now, MFS is buying SecureView. What is SecureView? Let me see here. National distributor, MFS Supply, a national distributor of property preservation and renovation materials, will be adding SecureView's brand and product line to their extensive offering of products and services. Safeguard owns SecureView, Safeguard owns MFS, blah, 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 blah. And they force you to buy their polycarbonate, bogus, patented system or whatever it is that is actually wrong. I'm telling you, if you got any cojones, let them fall in the sack and go hit one of them bolts with a hammer and see if you don't run that stuff after you drill a hole through it. Anyways, that's the big news. We have sold SecureView's clearboarding solution to our customers for a long time, and this purchase enables us to supply this product more efficiently to our customers. It's cheaper if you go to your local window company and buy the polycarbonate there. It's called GE Lexan. Plexiglass. That kind of stuff is what that polycarbonate is, ladies and gentlemen. Go to your window company, make a deal with them. They want your business. Don't keep feeding these guys. California just did something. This is an interesting twist. California's top court rules workers must be paid for off-the-clock work. Remember, in property preservation, you're an employee. So if you're not out in the field and you're home uploading photographs, documents, filling out forms, should you get paid? Should you get paid? I think you should. That's an hourly wage. Yeah, property preservation is going to fall apart in California. Guarantee it, ladies and gentlemen. It is bizarre. It is bizarre. Let's see. I'm going to see. Arrowhead water, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out.
Now put your finger in it and see if it changes it. It turns into some gelatinous ice thing.
A gelatinous ice thing, they say. Look at it. Right there in the pan.
What is this weird?
Let me pick it up. Look at
Interesting stuff for a bottle of water. Hey, coming up on GMO Tuesday, we're going to discuss this week on GMO Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to discuss Day 12. Day 12, an article authored by Glyphosate Girl. I'm trying to run this gal down to see if I can't link some stuff to the website that she's doing. I'm sure she'll allow it. Most these people do share the article already on the Twitter. Aladay LLC, at Aladay LLC. Ladies and gentlemen, go on Twitter. California, Day 12, liberal morons who don't want cancer. That's what she entitled the article. But she has laid out the timeline for glyphosate in the United States. Remember, glyphosate was created by a chemist in Switzerland. The Stauffer Chemical Company in Switzerland the guy was looking for some way to combat the metal deposits, chelating of boiler pipes, and how he could clean them, etc., etc. He came up with glyphosate, and of course the glyphosate surrounds the metal trace elements and stuff and removes them. He was unsatisfied with the result that he got, and so he threw it away, and he said, let me come back. A couple days later he goes back and he sees it, and he sees that it has an adverse effect on agriculture, on the plant life. And vegetation died, so he goes, has herbicide properties. He just makes a note. 10 years later, that was in 1964. Now, when you look around and try to find this tidbit of information, ladies and gentlemen, Monsanto has done a very good job of hiding it and doing everything they can to buy whomever off. And of course, writing in Wikipedia, it's theirs. All they did was patent it in 1974. But it lays a timeline down, and it lays down that they knew as far back as 1983 that it was causing cancer. Monsanto knew, database exposed. Google it, look it up, ladies and gentlemen, AladayLLC.com. Monsanto knew, database exposed. Lots of internal emails in there that discuss how they're going to get around the EPA and whatnot. But this discussed 1974, 1976 Roundup comes on the market. So, and then they get into 1988, still pushing further mouse study. The EPA's toxicology branch doubted Monsanto claims surrounding 1983 study. Mind you, during this time, Roundup continues to be sold. In 1983, they come up with cancer in the mice, and they do some bogus stuff for a couple years, push it around, argue back and forth with the EPA. Then they finally just put Michael Taylor in there, and he gave a substantially equivalent. 1991, EPA dubbed glyphosate a groupie chemical, meaning evidence of non-carcinogy to humans. That was a purchase study. 1989. Let me see, 1988. Remember, 1988, that's when Daddy Georgie goes to Monsanto, tells them, hey, you need to contact me. We're in the dereg business. And gave Monsanto carte blanche to the food supply. Think about it. But we're going to be discussing what happened there and some of the new stuff Monsanto gets to put their show on now. The plaintiffs have rested. After 12 days of testimony, the plaintiffs have rested. But I want to talk real quick here. Remember how Monsanto was going to make this wonderful thing with this herbicide and use less herbicides? That's what they said they were going to do when they started the GMO stuff. We'll be able to use less herbicides and pesticides. Keep in mind, side means death, means poison. Side means die. So keep that in mind when I read these numbers to you. In 1987, glyphosate-based herbicides, GBHs, ranked number 17 of all pesticides in agriculture in the United States. Total of 6 to 8 million pounds used. By 2001, it reached number 1 at 85 to 90 million pounds. 85 to 90 million pounds. 45 tons of glyphosate was used by 1981, 91, 2001, 2001, 2012. By 2012, the numbers have grown to 270 to 290 million pounds were used in 2012. How are we using less? It's a lie. Whom do your elected officials represent? Because they have exposed the underbelly of our government and our agencies in this trial. And I told you this was going to happen, folks. I told you we are going to see just how deep the swamp is with being purchased. Our EPA has been purchased. There's no doubt about it, no questions about it. The EPA has approved all suffragants used in glyphosate products, including the carcinogen POEA that Europe banned. They've been purchased. Whom do your elected officials represent? It's voting time, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time to start asking that question. It's time to stop Chancey, Chuck and Nancy. Chancey, because that's what they're doing with your health care. It's a chance you'll get well. It's a chance you'll die. Chancey, stop them. Go vote them out, ladies and gentlemen. Time to vote them out. But we're going to talk about that on GMO Tuesday and a couple other things. We're going to look more into this water issue. Water is becoming a big, big thing, and we got to have it. It's life. It's a life, and they're ruining it. I mean, think about it. I never knew about bottled water until, remember, I grew up in the mountains. We had streams, Lake Tahoe, nice clean water because it was taken care of, blah, blah, blah. I go down to the Bay Area and the water tasted like, whoa. You had to get filters. You had to get the Culligan Man. So you had water that was drinkable, for crying out loud. You had to have something to filter the water. And every month you had to change the stuff in there because it would be so polluted with crap. Now we're buying bottled water that we are being told is purified, and you saw what it did in that cup. It turned to some kind of gelatin thing. Arrowhead water was that brand of water. We know a couple of the Nestle's products they've been finding plastic particles in the water. What's going on? What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the weekend wrap. We'll find out more. Like I said, if you need polycarbonate, go to your local glass company, go to your local window place. I'm telling you right now, they'll get it to you cheaper. And with all due respect to everybody in the industry, you don't drill holes in that and run bolts through it because it can break and run. You use wood stops to place it in there, and this is something again. the fault of Eric Miller. I blame Eric Miller because he parlayed the industry. Let me see something real quick. I think Foreclosurepedia had an article up about, what was it? Oh, we're also going to talk about this. I'm gonna come back and talk about how easy it is to become a millionaire if you're order milling in the property preservation industry. Go to the website, AladayLLC.com. That's AladayLLC.com. AladayLLC.com, ladies and gentlemen. And just put in there, want to become a millionaire? Join NAMFS. It highlights and it spells out how simple it is with the current layered system in the property preservation industry for you to be an order mill and steal $1 million in 90 days tax-free. Tax-free. Get your 1099s ready, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to have some fun. That's it for the weekend wrap. GMO Tuesday promo. Tune in tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a blockbuster. Tune in tomorrow. Got some great information. I'll get a link to Glyphosate Girls blog. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's have a great day. Let's all be safe. If you like what you hear, hey, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the station. Picked up another 100 followers over on the Twitter. It's getting big, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting big. Ready to top the 1,700 number. It's growing fast. A couple more subscribers on the YouTube station. You looking for are you looking for a little bit of advertising? A little bit of advertising? We can help. We can help. We'll get your message out there. And look for more information from the Merking Group on collections this week. We'll have more on that. Let's have a great day. If you can help keep the lights on, hit the website. It's on the right-hand side. Donate to the cause. Let's all be safe out there, huh?